One line often remembered from Esther is "for such a time as this." Mordecai's passionate plea is often quoted when encouraging people to step up to lead, to face a challenge, or to use their privilege for good. What often gets missed is that Esther did not step up alone. She hears the challenge, she takes a pause, and then she responds. Esther asks that the people fast and pray with her in solidarity and support. The custom of fasting might seem strange to some of us, but many religious communities still practice fasting today. That specific practice isn't what's most important, though. She could have asked them to stay awake and not fall asleep. She could have asked them to light a candle and wear an advocacy ribbon. She could have asked them to all give up showers. What matters is that she did not face a time, such as this, alone. The setting of Esther seems like an accessible story to our world. Between history, fantasy fiction, and Renaissance fairs, we have plenty of stories about kings and queens. Most of these stories have multiple factions fighting for power with good guys and bad guys. But Esther has another layer to it. The anti-Semitism experienced by the Jewish people is an important part of the story. Haman, who is plotting against Mordecai and the rest of the Jewish community, is not the only one with negative feelings towards God's people. The story takes place after the historic kingdom of Israel had been divided. The north conquered, followed by the south, along with the city of Jerusalem, its walls and temple left in ruin. The leaders, artists, wealthiest families were all taken into exile. These events leave God's people scattered. Many are trying to rebuild Jerusalem, while others are trying to make lives for themselves in strange places. In many places, the Jewish community's culture and faith made them targets and left them marginalized. It is in this post-exile world that Esther, one of those living in the strange land, hears their queen has been exiled and that the king will be holding a pageant to select a new queen. Then she finds herself moving into the palace. Esther is an immigrant girl, replacing a queen who was exiled for overstepping. Supporting her is Mordecai, a relative who is clearly a leader within the Jewish community and a good citizen. He unearths a plot against the king and is celebrated for it, but the king's top advisor, Haman, is not a fan. Haman says that it's because Mordecai won't bow to him like other citizens. But Haman doesn't just try to have Mordecai killed. He looks to eliminate all of the Jewish people. While the context might be particular, the anti-Semitism is not unique to this time or place. Oppression of others due to their ethnicity, culture, color of skin, gender, or beliefs is historically too common. Sometimes our own wilderness reminds us that others are struggling. We understand what it feels like to enter uncomfortable or even unforgiving spaces. We understand what it feels like to feel alone or to like the weight of the world is resting on our next decision. We look in the mirror and see the emotion visible in our eyes, and then we look at others, we recognize our own feelings in their eyes. We may each navigate different wildernesses, but know that we are not alone. Suddenly, we discover solidarity in our struggle. Suddenly, we do not face a time as this by ourselves. This can invoke courage and strength from us. It can also inspire compassion. In our story, Esther does not rush headfirst into confrontation. She pauses to wrestle with the possible consequences. She asks others to stand in solidarity with her. She asks for prayer. And then Esther looks for a path forward. She speaks for herself and for her people. She speaks for justice and becomes an inspirational figure for her people for generations to come. Her vulnerability reminds us that there is power in naming our fears, asking for help, seeking guidance, and looking to God for support.